What's up, movie fans? Okay, first things first, guys. Do you notice anything different about my set? Baby Yoda's in there now. There he is. So, yeah, that's cool. It's Baby Yoda back there. He's adorable. So, after being delayed 6 months, Pixar has finally released Soul, their newest movie, and it came out on Christmas Day, so that's cool. There was just one complication, which was the fact that it came out the same day as Wonder Woman 1984, which I have seen at this point, and I should be making a review soon. But for now, we're gonna talk about Soul. We're going to be talking about everything I liked about this movie, then everything I disliked, and then giving you my final score. Let's start with everything I liked, and since this is a Pixar movie, this movie does tell a really emotional story, and this actually might be one of the deepest Pixar movies to come out, like, to date, because this movie just goes into these really interesting themes, basically about the meaning of life. So, like, that's incredibly ambitious, and it goes through all these themes about purpose and passion and living your life to the fullest, and it tells them in this uplifting and inspiring way, and it does manage to be really sad in some scenes. Like, I did almost cry at points in this movie. The actual beginning part of the movie where the guy dies might be one of the least emotional things in the whole movie. Also, spoilers, the main character dies in the first 10 minutes. Like, that's not a spoiler, it's literally the main plot of the movie. Yeah, that happens. This is a really dark movie. There's also this big twist that happens in the movie, like, 40 minutes in, and I did not expect it. I'm honestly really surprised they managed to hide it so well. This twist basically determines what takes up the entire middle section of the movie, and yet they managed to hide it from, like, all of the marketing. I thought that was really cool, and I ended up, like, enjoying that section of the movie more than I enjoyed anything else in this movie. Like, that entire middle section is my favorite part of the movie. It was all because of that one really interesting twist that happened 40 minutes in that I didn't expect at all. So, yeah, I'm trying to be very vague here because I don't want to spoil anything. This is a spoiler-free review. Yeah, if I sound like I'm not making sense, it's the marketing's fault. They didn't give enough away. Moving on, even though this movie is really emotional and makes you cry, it also made me laugh in a lot of scenes. This is a really funny movie. There's just a lot of really funny jokes in this movie. There's this one scene where they are talking about how you can't taste, feel, or smell anything in this soul world, and they, like, have that scene where they poop out the pizza and then 22 keeps hitting Joe in the face. That scene would have been funny if it wasn't in literally every single trailer for the movie. Yeah, that annoyed me. Like, you overplayed that joke so much, Pixar. So, moving on, I really liked the world that was created in this movie. Like, the Soul world actually was a pretty cool, it had some pretty cool concepts, like how people get their personalities. There's this section for when you're, like, in, like, a zone in the real world, when you're, like, doing something and you just feel like you've entered another world. That's something that's actually in the soul world, and I thought that was cool. I like the lost souls, too. There's just a lot of stuff in the soul world that I really like. And it's made even better by how it's animated, because this movie has beautiful animation. It looks fantastic. I mean, Pixar movies almost always look fantastically animated, but It's just so colorful and vibrant. It just looked fantastic. So that's everything that I liked about Soul. Moving on to the things that I disliked about this movie, even though the middle part of this movie is definitely my favorite part, I do have to admit a lot of the conflict that happened in that area felt a bit weird. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. It was necessary to both of the character arcs of the main two characters, but it also kind of felt inconsequential. I don't even know how to describe it. I just thought that it was a bit weird. But that's an incredibly minor complaint, and it's literally the only thing I didn't like about this movie. So, yeah, this is a pretty good movie. How surprising! Pixar managed to make a good movie. Oh my gosh, it's such a surprise. They've only managed to do it exactly 20 times now. Literally, out of their 23 movies, exactly 20 of them have been good at this point. So that's about all I have to say about the new Pixar movie Soul. You should definitely see it. It's on Disney Plus. That's how I saw it. So you should definitely get Disney Plus and watch it. Or if you already have Disney Plus, watch it, because it's an amazing movie. That's about it. So see ya, movie fans.